Duncan is lucky to make that one. I know they can get better looks than that.
Deflects the pass. Throws it up. Duncan takes it up. Drops it in on the layup.
That's too easy. The D's got to get to him about 8 feet further out.
Passes it to O'Neal. Backs in. No good. Van Exel hooking off the offensive rebound.
Van Exel has the right idea. Squeeze in close and knock it down.
Here's Duncan. Rises and dishes. Right block. Goes up. Plays it. Right in. Campbell inbounds the ball.
You can't allow him to establish deep position like that. Once he gets it in that close, he's almost unstoppable.
Kobe throws it up. O'Neal grabs the rock.
O'Neal is such a potent offensive rebounder. Timing, anticipation, and hustle, he's got them all.
Duncan backs him down.
When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team him. That's your only hope.
Passes it to Campbell. Takes it up. Pops it in on the layup.
That's a good job to recognize the mismatch and then take advantage down low.
Duncan gently drops it in.
That's what he's been doing damage. Again and again, he keeps taking it inside and handling his business. When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team him. That's your only hope.
Here's Van Exel. It bounces out of bounds after the shot. The Spurs will bring in some players from off the bench.
Van Exel has been finding the open man over and over this quarter.
He really has, Clark. Whenever a player is getting his teammates involved, good things always seem to happen.
Without a doubt, when one guy is finding his teammates, everybody starts running and filling the lane, and it just builds on the positive momentum.
Buries it.
Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball.
Robinson tosses it up. On the mark with the triple. Coach Jackson signals for a timeout. Johnson is in at the point. Fox inbounds the ball.
Here they go, Kevin. Man-to-man defense.
Van Exel. Fox scoops it up. Here's Campbell. Lays it in. Sweet dime to lead into the rack. 1:04 left in the first.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
Number 15 shoots. Count. 2 assists by the 12th-year veteran out of Wake Forest.
They've been unstoppable. What a strong start.
Leads him in. Goes out. Right into the bucket with the dish. And it's stuffed in by Shaq.
I tell you what, Kevin, both teams have been on a tear. This could be a very high-scoring game.
Duncan plays it right in.
They're getting into a nice flow and rhythm. That's why they've got this lead. Van Exel is a competitor, and if he likes the look, he'll jack it up. As long as it falls, no one's complaining.
Here's Duncan, rises and dishes. Duncan was parked down low and got hit with the 3-second call. The Spurs flip the switch these last few minutes and can't miss from downtown.
It's kind of contagious, Kevin. One guy hits and then another, and pretty soon, everybody's knocking down threes.
Fox inbounds the ball. Snatched away. And that's his 3rd steal of the game. A foul called, and he earns a trip to the line. Duncan is putting up some nice numbers.
He's not afraid to take and make big shots, Kevin. The coach really appreciates his work ethic and time spent working on shooting after practice.
Gets them both. Knocked loose. Wrong. And that's his 4th steal of the contest. fly.
Duncan loves those mid-range pull-ups, but just couldn't splash it that time.
Takes it up, claps it in on the layup.
Beautiful finish. You just don't see a lot of big men who have that kind of soft touch.
The Spurs will take their first timeout of the game. Took too long inbounding the ball. That's a 5-second violation.
Campbell is just destroying the opposition inside, and he's a major force in the paint.
And looks unstoppable on the inside. How do you adjust to this?
San Antonio have to deny him the ball and then maybe look to double team him once he catches it inside.
All right, the second quarter should begin momentarily. Duncan inbounds it to start the second quarter. Duncan takes it up. Wilkins tries to drop it in, but it won't go.
He's usually automatic from that close. The defense must have affected him.
The dish to Bryant. Lets it go. Campbell grabs the offensive rebound.
Snares the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
Dumps it to the inside. Here's number 15. O'Neal reels in the defensive rebound. To Fox. Goes up. Plays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack.
Easy look in the paint. Defense got abused there.
Number 15 passes it back to Duncan. Rises and dishes. Wilkins releases. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Shocking how wide open he was. Even more shocking that he couldn't sink it.
Fox. It's blocked.
Got a piece of that shot, and that's always a great lift for the defense.
Here's Duncan. Let's check out that replay with the Spike Slam King.
By the time the D could react, it was too late. That's how to rise up for the throwdown.
Campbell inbounds the ball. The Lakers will hold on to it.
Duncan is really in the zone and is racking up the points in bunches.
He certainly has. He's getting all the looks he wants and is finishing his chances.
Los Angeles needs to do something to get him out of his rhythm before it's too late.
Duncan up high and down hard.
Too easy. Far too easy.
Takes it up. Kisses it off the glass and in. Sweet touch by the 12th-year veteran out of Wake Forest. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Spurs. The Spurs are going to make some substitutions. The Spurs will go for the intentional foul.
Yeah, that's a head-scratcher to me. Was that a frustration foul, an angry foul? I guess the other team was getting under his skin a little bit.
The Lakers call time. Campbell inbounds the ball. Fox swings it to Van Exel. Fires. Knocks down the open jumper.
Van Exel got a terrific look at that one, and you could tell from the moment it left his fingers that it was going in.
Duncan rips in the ferocious jam.
What improvisation. He turns every dunk into something special.
Van Exel dumps it inside.
Just like they drew it up in practice, Kevin. Sweet dish inside.
Duncan goes up. Oh! Slams it through.
Duncan been dropping on your head all game long. He's too good in there.
to Campbell.
When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team him. That's your only hope.
2:28 left in the second. Duncan. Oh! Flushes it with the one-handed jam. Campbell inbounds the ball.
Duncan knows how to finish when he gets it in close. Cocked it back with one hand and just pounded it home. Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball.
Picked away, and he picks up his 8th steal.
Amazing body control. Could not and would not be deterred.
Knocks it down.
Straight up man-to-man deep.
The alley-oop. The Spurs have to put it together with this run, and the points are flowing. What's your point here, Frank?
They're just clicking. Everyone seems to have found their groove and rhythm at the same time, and the points are flowing. I doubt they can keep it up for much longer, but they've certainly changed the game with this run.
Wilkins is in at small forward. Coach Jackson calls a timeout. Shaq inbounds the ball. Van Exel. Trifecta!
Van Exel made one difficult three right there. You can't fault the defense on that one. They did everything right.
Made by Kobe.
That's simply what a superstar does. He can make the most difficult plays look silky smooth.
Tries to save it.
My goodness, he can't be happy about that play. That was ugly.
The layup cashed in by Van Exel. The Spurs just owning the inside right now, Clark. Can they be stopped?
It doesn't look like it. They just keep pounding it inside and getting points on every possession. If they keep doing what they're doing, they'll be fine. There wasn't enough defensive pressure to affect him that close to the rim. I think he just flat out missed it. Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball.
Duncan. Tips it in.
They could use a couple more of those. They've got the lead, but they're definitely hearing footsteps. Great opportunity to go 2 for 1 here. They want to take full advantage of the time remaining.
The Lakers bury the shot. Robinson inbounds the ball. Duncan. Campbell. That's going to be his 3rd rebound of the contest. To Fox. Fires the three. Money!
They pulled themselves back into the game now. They need to ride this momentum.
26 seconds left in the half. Duncan. Oh! 2 hands for safety.
He's getting the highlight reel play of the day. Wait a minute. Make that week. Hey, make it the year. Now that was a dunk.
But it's snagged by Campbell. Fox. Jacks up a 3. O'Neal goes way up to get that rebound. The Lakers have really found their range from beyond the arc.
They're getting wide open looks from beyond the arc. You got to crowd them, force them to put the ball on the ground, and not allow them to shoot the 3.
And that concludes the first half. The score. Well, the second half will begin in just a few moments. Elliott inbounds it to start the second half. Passes to Duncan. Flies in for the layup.
Robinson gauged his teammate's speed and hit him right in stride. That's NBA basketball, folks.
Van Exel knocks down the trifecta. Johnson way up court. Duncan. Oh! With authority.
Duncan threw that one down hard, real hard. Easy now. Don't break the rim.
Time for the Gatorade Around the Cooler update. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Cheryl Miller. Cheryl?
Well, as he came out of the Spurs locker room, I spoke with Coach Greg Popovich. He told me that they'll have to elevate their game if they want to hold on to this lead. His team has given up a lot of threes, and he wants to cure that in the second half. He said that closing out on everyone and not leaving shooters were keys to fix this. Guys?
When you're facing a team full of shooters, you have to know where your man is at all times. If you get turned around for even a second, it's going to cost you 3 points.
Let's see if they can avoid that in the second half. Campbell inbounds the ball. Whoa! The emphatic jam.
That's how you make them pay. Solid defense results in extra opportunity.
Van Exel deflected.
When the defender has the length advantage on you, you better have a plan B.
The handoff to number 15, Duncan. Flips it in for two.
A good pass, Kevin, is a combination of timing and accuracy. That was excellent. He was in mid-shot, but dished it off when he saw the open man. When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team. That's your only hope.
The Lakers maintain possession.
This is just a magnificent shooting performance we're watching here. The other team has to feel healthy.
Van Exel is lights out from beyond the arc, and he shows no signs of slowing down. Clark, what do you do as a coach and try and slow down the shooting?
Well, Kevin, sometimes there's not much you can do other than challenging every shot, maybe throwing different defenders at him, but sometimes you just have to hope that he misses some shots.
The Spurs will bring out some reserves. The Spurs with another stop and a chance to continue to run. The Lakers will take a timeout. O'Neal inbounds the ball. Just over 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Dishes to Campbell. Puts it up. Oh, just missed it. But he drew contact, and he'll head to the line. Gets it to fall. Gets them both. Duncan finishes with the soft touch.
He's put the team on his shoulders and really carried them offensively. An amazing performance by that man.
Van Exel. It's good from beyond the arc.
Boy, there's been no answer for the three-point shot this half. They've dominated from behind the arc. Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball.
The lob to Campbell, and it's recovered by Van Exel. Snaps the net.
He's been getting after it offensively, but they're still trailing here. One guy can only do so much.
Campbell inbounds the ball. Wilkins is in at small forward. Lobs it up court. Campbell. Duncan. Oh! Rips it down with one hand.
Nice throwdown. That's how to take it to the rim and make it happen.
Out of bounds. Touchdown. Blast by the Spurs. .159 left in the third. Fox. Money! Duncan. Oh! Drops the sledgehammer. Knocks it down. Shank inbounds the ball. To Van Exel. On the money.
He's got a sky-high field goal percentage, and that's because he's been working to get good looks.
Duncan. Robinson. It falls.
His height is really an advantage on that medium-range jumper. He can just rise up and pop it right over the defenders and get a good shot every time.
Van Exel. Rebounded. Backs down.
That's a bad play there, Kev. I bet he wishes he could take that one back.
Duncan. Great play to stay with it.
Well, Kevin, he's the game's top scorer. He's really putting on a show.
An 0-3 left in the third. Dishes to Campbell. Van Exel. Dumps it to O'Neal. Van Exel dumps it off to Fox. 7 on the shot clock. Van Exel. Robinson. Snatched down. Number 15 tosses it up court. Duncan. Graceful finish.
Duncan is asking for the ball every time up court. They'd be wise to keep feeding the hot hand.
Bryant. Pass to the left side. Van Exel. It's off.
What happened, Kev? He was knocking down threes earlier, but all of a sudden, he can't make anything.
Oh, what a save by O'Neal. To Robinson. Passes back, going inside. Takes it up. It's good.
Asking for the game. They're putting on a clinic out there. Here, they'll want to hold for one shot.
Here's Bryant. Oh! Rips it down. Both teams will make substitutions. Good for the three-point play. The Spurs will bring in a whole separate platoon into the game. Robinson inbounds the ball. Duncan. Duncan is just on a roll. He's not only leading his team in scoring, but doing it at a very efficient rate.
He's letting the game come to him and is just nailing every shot he takes. It's one thing to score points, but it's another when you don't have to fall.
Knocks it down.
You don't expect anything less when he's at the line. He's just a terrific free throw shooter.
Robinson misses the buzzer beater. We have just finished the third quarter, and it's a double-digit game. The score, 89-72. Duncan has played well. He's got a double-double, 77 points, and 13 steals.
Absolutely. He's scoring well, and he's doing it with excellent efficiency. That's the key. He's playing within himself and getting good looks.
All right. The fourth quarter should begin momentarily. Coach Popovich calls time. Fox inbounds it to start the fourth quarter. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Cheryl Dean Miller, for an update. Cheryl?
Well, during the timeout, I listened in on the Spurs huddle. Coach Popovich asked the squad to give it everything they had here in this critical stretch. He said, "It's gut check time, fellas. Leave it all on the floor."
Thank you, Cheryl. Bryant raises up.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're under the basket or beyond the arc. He's looking to block that shot.
Robinson throws it down. 6 assists by the 12th-year veteran out of Wake Forest. Duncan lays it right in.
Duncan got a step on the defense and laid it in. That's impressive.
Knocks it loose.
My goodness, you can't be happy about that thing. That was ugly.
Duncan dumps it off. The dump off to Duncan. Rises and dishes to number 15, Duncan. Sinks it.
Hit the open man for the great work.
The Lakers are down big.
Yeah, and they need to find some answers and quickly.
Dishes it to Kobe. Shoots. Frames it for 3.
Bryant can rain him down from outside, and he knows it. He had a window, and he made him pay.
Duncan. Hauled in.
Duncan went up strong in the lane. That heavy defensive pressure was right there waiting for him.
Right wing. Here's Fox. Connects.
Fox doesn't find himself open from the arc very often, and for good reason. He's a dead-eye shooter. Sloppy defense that trip down.
He's pummeled and will have a chance for 2 at the line. He knocks down the first one.
He's been living at the line and making the most of his chances. Great focus, nice mechanics, and a soft touch.
Dishes to Van Exel. Lets loose for 3. Gets the bucket. Elliott inbounds the ball.
These clubs have been lighting up the scoreboard all game long.
Duncan.
Another strong board. They're controlling all aspects of this game.
Bryant can't cash in.
I'm surprised he missed that three. The defense was very fortunate.
Duncan. Van Exel. That's his 4th rebound thus far. Nice shot, but what an assist by Van Exel. And he's got a double-double.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll. Duncan saw the opportunity inside and had the poise to clean. They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Campbell inbounds the ball.
That's a bad play there, Kev. I bet he wishes he could take that one back.
The pass to number 15, tosses it up, knocks down the three.
He saw the defense wasn't set and caught him off guard with the quick one.
The Lakers will keep possession. San Antonio is just getting everything they want inside.
Points in the paint have been the story so far, and I don't think it's going to change unless this team starts defending with physicality, bodying up without fouling.
The Lakers have a lot of ground to make up.
They're struggling. Nothing seems to be working for them right now.
Campbell backs in. Connects!
Campbell did a great job with that pinpoint bounce pass. You love to play with guys who'll set you up like that.
Duncan. Hey! 2:10 after the fourth. To Bryant. Van Exel. Oh, so close, but he drew the foul, and they get 2 shots at the line. Gets it to fall. Shooting 2. Gets them both. Elliott inbounds the ball. Duncan dumps it off. Johnson with the shot. No good on his first attempt.
Who would have thought that he could play so poorly and they'd still be ahead? They've done a nice job picking up the slack for him.
No good. Duncan dumps it off to Johnson. Elliott passes it to Johnson. Here's Duncan. Flips it in for 2.
Looks like a slim chance for a comeback here. Great win.
To the rack. Gently drops it in.
When he gets you going like this, you've got to double team it. That's your only hope.
The Lakers will retain possession.
San Antonio has really picked it up these past few minutes on defense.
They sure have. Their defense has really come on strong.
And their defense has been rewarded by coming up with a few steals. It makes working on defense a lot easier when you get those kind of results. And they're definitely getting the results.
Gets it on the point. Got a hand on it.
That's a no-fly zone, Kev. He's got the paint locked down.
Duncan takes it up.
Well, it can be awfully hard to stay in front of guys at this level. He tried his best, but still got hit with the foul. When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team it. That's your only hope.
Good for the three-point play. Coach Jackson called timeout here and take their last 20 seconds. Timeout. They're behind by 24. 1:13 left to the fourth. Campbell inbounds the ball. Bryant. Number 15 is on it.
Number 15, with a great defensive sequence, forces the miss and cleans the glass to finish it off.
Hook loose. The Lakers retain possession.
Good heads-up play to deflect that pass. That's why you stay active on defense with your hand. Make them use that clock.
The Spurs are intentionally fouled.
Kevin, I'm not sure what the deal is there. It's certainly no time to be giving out cheap fouls.
The Lakers are trying to stop this run.
They really need a bucket to get their offense back on track.
Van Exel leads the game in assists. Robinson inbounds the ball. Here's Duncan with the smooth finger roll.
Yeah, it's all but over now. They're doing whatever they want out there.
Kobe dishes it to O'Neal. The handoff to Campbell. O'Neal goes up, dunks it home off the sweet dish.
Campbell does a great job of seeing the whole floor. He led his man right to the bucket with that pass.
The layup flipped in by Duncan. The Lakers are down big.
Yeah, and they need to find some answers and quickly.
Gets it to fall. Gets them both. The Spurs call timeout. They lead by 24. 28 seconds left in the game. Clark, what are your thoughts?
Curious timing for the timeout there, Kevin. They hold a solid lead and aren't really in jeopardy of losing, so why prolong the game? We need to get out of here.
To Duncan. Robinson. Yes!
With this double-digit margin, very little can be done to make this a contest handle.
The Spurs will go for the intentional foul. Knocks it down. And he splits the free throws.
O'Neal is so active on the offensive glass, and he was right there for the tip-in.
The Spurs take a full timeout. They're up by 23. 20 seconds left in the game. Clark, what's your take?
Curious timing for the timeout there, Kevin. They hold a solid lead and aren't really in jeopardy of losing, so why prolong the game? We need to get out of here.
Robinson.
Blocked. You gotta love the help on defense on that one. He came out of nowhere to send it back.
Gets it to fall. Gets them both. The Spurs take their last 22nd timeout. They're winning by 21. 8 seconds left to the fourth. Clark, what are your thoughts?
Can't quite figure out why the timeout was called there, Kevin. They got a big lead, a solid lead, and a certain win, so what's to talk about?
Robinson. Rebounded. Knocks it down. Gets them both. Duncan inbounds the ball. The Spurs will dribble out the clock, and it's all over. The Spurs walk away with a double-digit victory as they defeat the Lakers, 119-100. Duncan is the Jordan Brand player of the game, and he was spectacular.
Yeah, Kevin, his teammates simply got him the ball and then got out of the way. Almost all of their points came from him.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on 2K Sports. In recognition of his stellar performance, Duncan is our Jordan Brand player of the game.
Well, Kevin, the name of the game is still scoring, and anytime you score that many points, you're giving a big boost to your team.